If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything, which means you are not required to remember anything if you tell the truth. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. That means the ideal life has good literature, good friends, and a drowsy conscience. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform. It means when you find yourself siding with the majority, it is time to change. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read, which means man without reading ability has no advantage over man without reading ability. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. That means never postpone tasks that can be completed tomorrow or the day after as well. Classic, a book which people praise and don't read. It means a classic is a book that is praised but not read. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education, which means I've never allowed my studies to suffer because of my studies. I like and travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. That means while the truth is putting on its shoes, I can go halfway around the globe. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. It means people who are undeserving of the truth should never be told the truth. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time, which means the dread of life leads to the fear of death. A man who lives completely is always ready to pass away. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first, which means keep your claims that the world owes you a living to yourself. You have no debt to the world. It arrived first, here. I did not attend his funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. That means I sent a polite letter expressing my approval of the funeral even though I was unable to attend. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. It means, in order for Americans to study geography, God made war. I was gratified to be able to answer promptly, and I did. I said I didn't know, which means I enjoyed that I could respond right away, which I did. I remarked, I don't know. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. That means never let someone else be your priority while you remain their option. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. It means I have no fear of dying. Before I was born, I had been dead for many, many billions of years and had not experienced even a small annoyance. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't, which means truth is weirder than fiction, but only because fiction must adhere to possibilities while truth does not. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been, which means just where the smiles have been should be visible in the wrinkles. Books are for people who wish they were somewhere else. That means, for those who long to be somewhere else, there are books. What would men be without women? Scarce, sir. Mighty scarce. It means, what would men be if there were no women? Very scarce indeed, sir. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. which means it's impossible to be happy and sane at the same time. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. That means keep your illusions to yourself. Even if they are still alive after they are gone, you will no longer be alive. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. Which means every person, like the moon, has a dark side that they never reveal to anyone. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. That means man is made of his clothes. People who aren't covered up have little to no social impact. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Always do what is right. It will gratify half of mankind and astound the other, which means always act morally. It will amaze one side of humanity while gratifying the other. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. That means fear is something we all experience, but courage is the ability to overcome it. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Which means the days of your birth and the day you learn your reason for existing are the two most significant days of your life. Get your facts first, and then you can distort them as much as you please. That means you can manipulate the facts whatever much you want after you gather the information. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. It means a terrible memory is unmistakably indicated by a clear conscience.